Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I am about to solve one of life's biggest problems: what to make for dinner when you have absolutely zero energy but still want something amazing. We've all been there. You get home, you're exhausted, and the thought of chopping vegetables or doing anything complicated feels impossible. Well, I have the answer, and it lives in your freezer. We are transforming a humble bag of frozen dumplings into what I call the $1,000,000 dumpling bake. This dish is the definition of low effort, high reward. It's creamy, spicy, savory, and cheesy. It tastes like something you'd get at a trendy fusion restaurant, but you can make it in your pajamas with minimal cleanup. It takes just 5 minutes of prep time. 5 minutes. And the result is a bubbling, glorious casserole that will have everyone thinking you're a culinary genius. So, if you're ready to upgrade your weeknight dinner game forever, stick around. Let's get cooking. First up, let's go over the ingredients. This is so simple, you'll barely need a shopping list. The star of the show is, of course, one standard bag of frozen dumplings. We're talking about 20 to 24 ounces. You can use Potstickers, Gyoza, Mandu, whatever you have. Pork, chicken, or veggie all work beautifully. The most important rule: do not thaw them. We need them frozen solid. Next, for that incredible, viral-worthy cheese pull, you'll need about 1½ cups of shredded mozzarella. Then, for garnish, we'll slice up 2 green onions and have about a teaspoon of toasted sesame seeds ready to go. That's it for the main components. Super easy, right? Now, let's talk about the heart of this dish, the secret sauce. This is what makes it so special. In a bowl, we're going to whisk together 1 cup of heavy cream. This is the magic ingredient that creates that unbelievably rich and creamy texture. To that, we'll add 2 tablespoons of Gochujang, that amazing Korean red chili paste. You can add more or less depending on how spicy you like it. For that essential savory, umami flavor, we need 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Then, for a deep, nutty aroma, add 1 teaspoon of toasted sesame oil. Next is 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Fresh is always fantastic, but if we're in full-on lazy mode, the jarred stuff works just fine. Finally, to balance out the heat from the gochujang, we'll add ½ teaspoon of sugar. Whisk it all together until it's a smooth, vibrant orange sauce. And that's it, your $1,000,000 sauce is ready to go. Alright, it's time for the hard part, and I promise it's not hard at all. Let's start with step 1, the layout. First, preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. This recipe also works great in a large air fryer if you have one. Grab a standard 9 by 13-inch baking dish and give it a quick grease with some cooking spray or a little bit of oil. This will help prevent any sticking. Now, take your frozen dumplings straight from the bag and arrange them in a single layer in the dish. It's totally fine if they're touching and cozy, but try not to stack them or overlap them too much. We want them to cook evenly, so a single layer is key. That's literally it for step 1. I told you this was easy. Just dump and arrange. Moving on to step 2, the pour. Grab that beautiful orange sauce we just whisked together. I just love the color of it. Now, simply pour the sauce all over the frozen dumplings in the baking dish. Try to drizzle it as evenly as possible, making sure every single dumpling gets at least partially coated in that creamy, spicy goodness. Use a spatula to scrape every last drop out of the bowl. We don't want to waste any of it. The sauce will pool around the dumplings, and that's exactly what we want. It's going to create a fantastic bath for them to cook in. Now for step 3, the first bake. This step is super important for making sure the dumplings get cooked through perfectly. Take a sheet of aluminum foil and cover the baking dish tightly. We want to trap all the steam inside. This process will essentially steam the dumplings in the sauce, making them incredibly tender and juicy on the inside, rather than just baking them dry. Once it's tightly covered, slide it into your preheated oven. We're going to bake it for just 15 minutes. This is the perfect amount of time to cook the dumplings from frozen and get that sauce bubbling hot. So set a timer, go relax for a few minutes, and let the oven do all the work. Ding! The timer's gone off. Carefully take the dish out of the oven. It's going to be hot, and steam will escape when you remove the foil. Be ready for an amazing smell to hit you. The sauce should be bubbling away beautifully around the dumplings. This brings us to step 4, the cheese melt. This is where the magic really happens. Take your shredded mozzarella cheese and sprinkle it generously and evenly all over the top of the dumplings and sauce. Don't be shy here. A good, thick layer is what gives us that glorious, golden brown crust and that epic cheese pull we're all after. Make sure you get cheese all the way to the edges of the dish. Now, we're going to put it back into the oven, but this time, it's going in uncovered. We'll bake it for another 8 to 10 minutes. What we're looking for is for all that cheese to be completely melted, bubbly, and just starting to develop some beautiful golden brown spots. Keep an eye on it, as ovens can vary. You want it golden, not burnt. And here it is, fresh out of the oven. Look at that. A bubbling, cheesy, absolutely incredible looking casserole. The whole kitchen smells divine. Before we dig in, there's one final step, step 5. The finish. This is crucial. Let it sit on the counter for just a couple of minutes. As it cools down slightly, the sauce will thicken up to the perfect consistency. Now for the final touches that bring it all together. Take your thinly sliced green onions and scatter them all over the top. The freshness of the green onion cuts through the richness of the cream and cheese perfectly. Then, sprinkle on your toasted sesame seeds for a little bit of texture and a lovely nutty flavor. And that is it. Your $1,000,000 frozen dumpling bake is complete. It looks and smells absolutely restaurant-worthy. Just look at this. The cheese is perfectly melted, the sauce is thick and creamy, and the dumplings are tender and juicy. The best part? The total hands-on time was probably less than 5 minutes. This is the perfect meal for a busy weeknight, a cozy night in, or even to impress guests without any of the stress. You can serve it as is, straight from the dish, or with a side of steamed rice to soak up all that extra sauce. Let's go in for the first scoop. You get that amazing cheese pull, the creamy sauce, the tender dumpling. It's a perfect bite every single time. That combination of the spicy gochujang, the rich cream, and the savory soy sauce is just an absolute flavor explosion. I guarantee this will become a new staple in your recipe rotation. Thank you so much for hanging out and cooking with me today. I really hope you give this unbelievably easy and delicious recipe a try. If you do, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more low-effort, high-reward recipes just like this one. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.